Hello everyone. Today I make a video genuinely asking for your help. My family finds themselves in a situation that is basically really dire. We are in financial doom, if I were to put it dramatically, but it is that serious. My family owes a huge debt on our house and on the credit card, and it's not from overspending or living a hugely lavish life. It is from being really unlucky through the years in terms of our house needing a lot of repairs from the minute we bought it to cars breaking down constantly and tons of medical problems through the years. And my parents are now at the age where they are being forced into retirement. My dad last year lost his job early in the year because the company he was working for was downsizing, and the people who are always the first to go are usually contractors and people who are um, close to the age of 65 or over it. And unfortunately, my dad was one of the people let go when we really needed him to not be. Then my mom this year is being forced into retirement from the job that she was in, which is what happens when you are employed in a government, I don't know, service that, and you are 65 or above. The government says, well, you are supposed to retire now, so stop working at this post. So that is what is happening later this year with my mom. When we got into the huge debt that we were in, we could afford it. My dad had a job, my mom had a job, and we didn't have many extra expenses. But yes, like I said, the years have been really cruel, and it meant that my family could never really build up savings for my parents, really. Could never build up any savings along the years because we were always using money to pay back the bond, which is similar to a mortgage for anybody who doesn't know what a bond is. We never really had enough money to save up and pay for the bond, and especially didn't have enough money to end up paying for their retirement. They couldn't really build up a savings or a retirement fund. And last year was a year of hell for my family, not just because my dad lost his job early in the year, but as he was applying to many positions, they would decline him based on his age. And otherwise, my mom went into ICU for emergency gallbladder removal because it was causing all sorts of problems with her blood pressure. And we, to this day, still don't know why. Also, she couldn't breathe for one day when they found the problem with her gallbladder. She also had to have benign cysts removed on her ovaries because that's what happens to, because it's pretty common for women to post-menopause to, just grow cysts down there. Sorry, that's a bit gross. And then after that, my dad had thrombosis in his leg, and that cost a pretty penny too, and he could have had thrombosis of the heart because there was a clot that was traveling to his lungs and his heart. Several clots actually, so he was in ICU for lots of blood thinners and checking out his blood pressure and his cholesterol and stuff. And then later on in the year, my dad had a stroke. He lost half his vision in the right side of both of his eyes, and it made it basically impossible for him to drive or be independent, and he is really sad about it. It's like grieving for the loss of someone you love. Sorry. It really is. And he really is struggling to find hope, because applying for jobs since then has been basically an immediate no, more so than it was before, which is really tough because he already feels really bad about not being able to provide like he used to. And it really bothers me because today I turned 27. Today, on the 19th of February, I am a 27-year-old sponge, basically. I don't have a permanent job. I've been constantly trying to improve the number of skills I have to get hired, and it just haven't been yet. I don't have an empty CV or anything, but somehow that's what life is. I just don't have a job yet, and I feel really guilty. My birthday has definitely made me feel super guilty about looking after my family, because I'm not. I can't help them. And it also really bothers me that I can't help other causes that I love as well, because I really want to do more with my life, and I can't look after my family. And that's the only thing I want for my birthday, is to look after my family, to make sure we don't lose our house, and that they are comfortable in their old age, you know. And I'm failing so far at that. So I hate having to ask for help, because it means that I am failing. And it makes me really ashamed. Really ashamed. But I want to take a moment of courage to accept that I really do need help. I need to accept that it's not weak to need help. So we need help, or we're going to lose everything that we love and that we enjoy. And I know there are hundreds, thousands, millions of people in worse situations that we're in. So it feels weird to ask for help, and it doesn't feel justified, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway, because I don't know what else to do. Because I'm already doing any small jobs that I can, and my parents are already doing and selling as much as we can to at least just pay bills, let alone even pay off any of our debt. So if you want to help, I have set up a GoFundMe called Save Deysel House, and you are more than welcome to not donate anything. I don't want to ask anyone to have to do anything. You don't have to. You can use your money for the millions of different causes that desperately need your help, or you could just not give anything, and that's perfectly fine. But if you feel inclined to help in any way, I would be super grateful. So for my birthday, I would much rather not have any presents, but give back to my parents who have given me everything. And I thank you, everyone, for considering your time, for considering us and giving us your time, and for just being kind enough. If you perhaps want to donate but you can't afford it, that's also fine. Maybe share this video, anyone and everyone, to people that you might think might want to help. That might help a lot. And who knows, I know the power of the internet is pretty impressive, and maybe someone can help us, even if it's just enough money to pay for this month's bills. It will be unbelievably amazing. Even if it's 5 rand, that is already amazing to me. So I've set up a link in the description to the GoFundMe, or if you're watching this on the GoFundMe page, then you'll see it, or you can just, I'll put up on the screen the name of the campaign, and you can type Save Deysel House into Google. Under GoFundMe, you should find it. Thank you, everyone, for your time, for your consideration. Thank you to everybody who's already been there for my family and has already, I don't know, bought us groceries or helped pay for bills. We are so grateful for everyone in our lives, for everyone's thoughts, prayers, happy feelings sent out into the world for us. Thank you very much. Thank you also for watching this video and considering helping. And if you do help, you are doing a huge favor to a family that is desperate and afraid. Thank you very much.